Hello everyone, ItzzDivinity here, and today I wanted to go over a sort of a different guide. I want to talk about the Tower of Torghast and how I make my decisions on how to be able to clear the floors that you want in order to, well, just complete it or collect your legendary recipe. I am gonna be doing this as a Frost Mage because a Mage is my main, and I'm mainly playing Frost and Fire, so I might be making a different guide, so one for Frost and one for Fire. And this one is going to be for a Frost Mage. This is the talent setup that I'm actually going to run. I'm using Ice Nova over Lonely Winter because I like the fact that I have more snares now and I have more survivability and more ground control compared to Lonely Winter. Because with Lonely Winter I would miss out on my Water Elemental snare and on the Icy Nova snare as well. So in my opinion, this one is really helpful. Well, I'm still taking Shimmer. I'm actually taking Incarnator's Flow compared to Rune of Power because I noticed I need to kite a lot in the Tower of Torghast, so I don't have as much value of Rune of Power in here compared to Incarnator's Flow. Well, of course, Chain Reaction because more damage. Rigid Ice because I like to have more slows on the target. Splitting Ice is really helpful in my opinion because there are two elites most of the time which are both really high HP, and with Splitting Ice you're just cutting through them quite fast. And the final one, I'm still taking Thermal Void because of the fact that Icy Veins is just really strong. I'm doing this as a Night Fae Mage, by the way, for the people that want to know. This is also the gear that I'm currently using. As you can see, I'm actually quite stacked. I'm almost fully decked out with Mythic Zero gear, except on a few pieces like my necklace, chest piece, and a belt. But yeah. I'm doing this on the Mort's Regard layer of Tower of Torghast because this one is actually dropping the Bis legendary recipe for Frostmate for raiding. So, but what can you expect from this? Well, I'm gonna show you the decisions that I make in order to get enough powers to be able to clear this instance. So, for example, I clear every single floor to the maximum because of the fact that I will be getting the most Phantasma possible in the entire run, and this is definitely going to help me out with clearing this entire thing. Also, I'm going over the decisions that I'm making on which power I'm going to pick because I want a mix of survivability and power, because if you're going full out on power, you're going to notice that your survivability is going to be low, and the same thing goes if you're going full survivability, you won't have enough damage in order to clear the final floor. So as you can see, I have two options right now, Crown of Obsidian or Finger of Frozen Fury actually. Well, reduce casting speed or increase damage. Well, this one is pretty obvious, because this is already going to help me out at the beginning. But yeah, I'm just gonna go through this like a normal playthrough, but I will be speeding through or go to the next area whenever I need to make a decision in order to progress in the Tower of Torghast. But yeah, alright, see you in a bit. Another thing that I forgot to mention actually at the start is don't be afraid of using cooldowns. The Tower of Torghast is going to take quite a while to clear, so don't be afraid to use cooldowns. This only will help you out during the run, because if you don't, you will notice I'm already getting really low, but that's because I hold on my cooldowns, and as you can see there's a lot of bad shit on the ground. So I don't have a lot of space, so by using cooldowns, I'm actually, able to kill this, otherwise I would have probably died actually. The good thing about Mage, of course, is we can make our own food, so we don't have to wait for to regenerate, we can just eat our food in order to be able to have max HP again. So also, another really big tip that I want to give you guys, this is not time restrained at all, so just take your time. If you think you're not able to do double pulls or you're not sure whether you're going to survive it or not, just wait it out, get max HP again, because you can just take your time. And that's the good thing about Torghast, in my opinion. You can just do this at your own pace. It's not necessary to rush it. Okay, so let's see. We have 3 different power-ups again. I don't really like Seeker's Scroll, because it only is for 1, so it's only really good for bossing. I do like Resolution Medallion, because it gives you a lot more survivability in the run. And I don't really like Alluring Cheese, because I don't understand what you need to do with 3 Malred. So I just recommend to take the survivability on this one. I guess you can see on this one, you can really see how strong Frost Mage actually is. Like, this is his first cast, and he's not even remotely getting close to us. Like, that's the first hit he hit me, actually. Like, as you can see, Frost Mage is just really good at hiding if you're running the correct talents and you're playing correctly. Okay, so we are having 3 options again. Chaos Invitation, which increases our blizzard damage only once on each floor. I'm a really big fan of this one because it bursts hard on bosses and it's really strong against big packs. I'm not a really big fan of Polymorph, and I'm also not a big fan of this one because it only increases shifting power damage by only 10%. And this one is just a huge upgrade. Usually, the higher the quality of a upgrade is, it's also the best one to take. But if you don't know what to buy, usually I always buy a plundered anima cell if I can. And then like these little upgrades by increasing my crit rate or increases my damage each time I destroy like a phase or something. Or get healing. Sadly I missed 2 Phantasm in order to buy one of these. If you can, try to always get at least 1 Curious Miasma, because it's a really great source of healing. Because whenever you attack a new creature, you're healed for 7k. This one is actually really strong. Like, don't underestimate it. If you pull a pack and you're almost dead, the new target comes in, you're just almost full HP again. But since we only have 123, I'm buying the crit damage. So this is a combo power, right? Because we just picked a Chaos Invitation as well, which make our Blizzard deals way more damage the first time we cast it. And if we take Pandemian Lens, our Blizzard is actually increased by 4 yards, like the AoE circle. So as you can see right now, it's not that big. But if I take it, you can see how much bigger it is. Like, it's so strong, especially if you have the Chaos Invitation power up as well. Try to always destroy these phases as well to get Phantasm. And since we also have this power, it also increases our damage now. So, yeah, basically, just kill everything, destroy everything, unlock everything that you can in Torghast to make your life as easy as possible. Okay, so my Icy Veins is up. So just use all your cooldowns at the start and just blast. If he gets close to you, you just want to blink away. If he gets close to you again, just blink away again. If he gets close to you again, just use Alter Time, freeze him. Just use as many of your cooldowns as you can in order to beat this guy. Also, snares work on him. So that's actually really helpful. Not lucky for us is that he is a caster, so even though he's not getting to us, he's still able to hit us. And try to interrupt the Steel Vitality on this one, because that's his main damage ability. Without it, he's not really doing that much damage. And you always want to dodge everything that's getting on you. Since he's a caster, I'm actually going to use Alter Time now. Because as you can see, I'm losing HP. But I'm fine with that, because Alter Time is up. At the moment, Alter Time is done. We're just going to get our HP back again. Like, there we go. We have almost full HP again, so we're all fine. And since Alter Time has a really short cooldown, it's a really good tool in Torghast for healing. And if you're about to get hit by something and you can't dodge, just Ice Block. Like, otherwise you will never use your Ice Block. And this way, it's a good tool to use it as a survivability. Final Boss also has a buff, basically, which always increases its damage over time or his movement speed. I kind of fucked up here because I was too close to the boss, so I'm losing out on major DPS now. Make sure to always interrupt him on full. So my Alter Time is up again. I'm using that right now because I'm not really healthy anymore. So I'm just trying to move as far as I can. Also, I don't have Counterspell, so using Alter Time right here is a good choice. Because now I'm going to get healed again from what I lost. And then use Ice Barrier again in order to get more armor. fucked up again by not standing far enough. So gonna use my cold snap in order to get ice barrier back. Or try to snare him, but that doesn't work anymore because he's, yeah, fully stacked, so he's not able to get immune anymore to snares. And this is actually where Frostmage kinda sucks at. If it's a boss that is casting. Because we're just not able to out-kite him anymore or out-heal him anymore by using our barriers only. So it's actually going to be a really tight race in order to kill it. So I hoped this was helpful for anyone out there that wanted to see how I do it as a Frost Mage. So to just quickly summarize it, you can go in a party as well. Don't forget that. A party is amazing. Especially if you don't have a lot of interrupts or CC. So since we do have a lot of CC, but not a lot of interrupts, it might be helpful for you to do it with a friend or a guildie or just a random that can help you out with the Tower of Torghast by interrupting or just playing together and have fun. But yeah, this was the video for the Frostmage guide for Tower of Torghast. I hope it was helpful. And if it was, please leave a like and subscribe. It's going to help me out a lot. And yeah, that was this video. So have a good day and bye-bye.